Hello and welcome. Today we will talk a bit about a full quote to cash process that you can achieve via Rapidi. So today we're going to talk about two systems that would be Business Central and Salesforce and how you can get all your data correctly in both of them. First and foremost, we want to talk about the basics. So before you transfer any transactions in any of the systems, you do want to make sure that your master data is up to date. Now, for example, here in Salesforce, we have this specific account. So before you transfer any transactions, then you need to have the account in Salesforce correctly set up. This particular account already exists in my ERP. So the source of this account would be Business Central. So that got created there with all the information, and then the customer information has been synchronized and sent over to Salesforce. So everything you see here, you would also see in Business Central. So for example, you would see the account name, industry, you would see currency or any specific information that you need, the billing address, the shipping address, and many other, let's say, fields that you would use in your particular situation. And then, of course, we have this account here. So it means that we are in sync with the ERP. Now, if we go back to the ERP instead, here, we would see the same information. So we would see the specific customer, the address, we would see the homepage and the contact information. So everything that you need is found here. Now, as soon as we are done with the customer data and we think that everything is up to date, we do want to take a look at transactions and how we can bring them over into your CRM. So as you can see here under related, you'll see three different lists. So the first one would be sales orders, the second would be ledger entries or payments, and then the third would be sales history, which consists of invoices and credit memos. Now, these lists are actually custom objects, and Rapidi provides a package which can be installed in any Salesforce org. That package will consist of all these objects, and those will be automatically installed into your Salesforce org. So as soon as you decide to deploy that into your Salesforce org, you will have everything available. So when you have this installed, you will see the lists here associated with with that specific account, and then you will be able to see all the available fields. Of course, you might not use all the fields that you see here, but you have them. So then, of course, you can adjust the Salesforce layout for what exactly you want to see. Now, let's start with the first one. So this one would be a list with all the sales orders that we have in the ERP for this particular customer. So right now we have these ones, and this is what you would see. Of course, what I have, so this is dummy data, but of course, in your case, you would be able to see real information about orders and products. And here you would see the sell to customer, you would see the sell to address, you would see the payment terms, the total amount here, and then any specific references that are needed for sales orders. So that would be pretty straightforward. And then next to related, you would see here the products which have been purchased. So here you would be able to see all the products and the quantities and their prices. So then you will be able to see the same thing that you have in your ERP. If we go back to the account, then we can check the ledger entry. So here, any new payments will be visible under this list here. So here, this is a payment which has been processed for this specific invoice, which already exists in your Salesforce environment. And then here, you have the amount, the currency, the document number, and the entry number, the one that has been generated by Business Central. So again, this is really useful information when you really want to know what's happening with this account. And then sales history. Here you would have a full list of all the posted sales invoices and credit memos. Now, here we have 8 posted sales invoices, and we can check the first one. So here you have a lot of fields that you can use so that you can show a lot of information. So here you have the total amounts, you have the invoice number, you have the payment terms, the address, so you can add so much more if you need to. And of course, under related, you will always see the products which are associated. And as you can see, you also see a payment which is linked to this specific invoice. So this is a really good way to have like a fast overview of what's happening with that account. Now, if we go back to the account table here or page, then you also notice that on this account, I have this annual revenue field where I'm recording the revenue for a specific year. So this is something that can be added by any company. So then if we keep that in mind and we go back to Business Central, you'll see here on the customer page here, this would be the total sales for that specific fiscal year, which of course matches what I have in Salesforce. So everything that's happening in your ERP, any new orders, invoices, and payments, those will be transferred over to Salesforce, and then any changes with regards to the total sales or let's say profit can also be visible in your CRM. So then people can just go into Salesforce and check that information at the account level. Now, if you scroll down in your ERP, then you are able to see here what happened this year with this specific customer. So we can see that this customer has 8 posted invoices, as you've seen previously in Salesforce, and the amount is the same. So if we click on it, then I get to see the list of those 8 posted invoices, all their amounts, and they match everything that I have in Salesforce. So as soon as you have a new posted invoices here, then if you have 1 or 10 or many, those will be transferred to Salesforce, will be added to the list, and then the total amount, the annual sales would be also updated with the right amount. So then, as you can see, they have the same information in terms of customer data, in terms of orders, invoices, so everything matches. So then you can definitely go to your CRM, check the information, and use it so that you can take the right decisions in terms of how to handle the account and what to do next. And I think that would be it from my side. If you have any questions or need any help, don't hesitate to reach out. We would be happy to help. Thank you.